Welcome to Strategic Management course. In this video, we will look at the operation control. Here is a picture of a KLM operational control center. From this center, most of these operational activities of KLM are controlled. So the operation control regulates the day-to-day output relative to schedules, specifications, and costs. So things that we consider during operation control are the product and service output high quality and delivered on time? For example, in KLM, are the flights going in time, reaching in time? And are the inventories of raw materials, goods in progress, and finished products being purchased and produced in desired qualities? Third one, are the costs associated with the transformation process in line with the cost estimates? The cost should not overshoot what has been planned. And is the information needed in the transformation process available in the right form and at the right time? So this is all about the operational control. And we also in operational control consider is the energy resource being used efficiently. So in order to do this operational control, what are the techniques? There are some tools that are available for the management in order to control these operational activities. Some of the operational tools that are used or techniques that are used to control are value chain analysis. In value chain analysis, it is the process of looking at the activities that go into changing the inputs for a product or service into an output. Companies conduct value chain analysis by looking at every production step required to create a product and identifying ways to increase the efficiency of the chain. Number two, benchmarking. It is the process of measuring products, services, and practices against the toughest competitors or the best competitors or those companies recognized in the industry as the leaders. Number three, balanced scorecard. Instead of just only considering the financial performance of an organization to evaluate its strategy, a balanced scorecard advocates the consideration of four important key performance measures. These factors are based on customer perspective, internal business perspective, innovations and learning perspective, and financial perspective. Fourth one is the quantitative performance measures. So in quantitative performance measures, ratio analysis is the tool that is used commonly. So ratio analysis such as ROI, return on investment, ROE, return on equity, profit margin, market share, debt to equity, EPS, that is earning per share, sales growth, asset growth, etc. are some of the ratios that are used in order to measure the quantitative performance of an organization. We also have fifth, which is qualitative performance. The internal consistency of a strategy, consistency of the strategy with the environment, appropriateness of the strategy in view of available resources, the workability of the strategy, and the balance between the high risk and the low risk projects and the corporate social responsibilities. These are some aspects that are considered in order to find out the quality of the strategy and the quality of the performance of an organization. Number 6, last but not the least, the key factor rating. Key factor rating is the process of keeping track of key factors contributing to the success of an organization. Though I said it is last but not the least, this is of course not the exhaustive list. There could be many other techniques and controls that are used in order to measure the performances. So that's all about the techniques of control. Thank you very much for listening.